Good evening, good people. Happy Tuesday, and welcome back to the channel, as well as the second video for the day. As promised, I'll be sharing my review for the much anticipated Kings of Napa, which premiered tonight. And leading up to this premiere, I've only seen a handful of trailers for the show, and it was hard to tell what the show was about. But according to OWN, the Kings of Napa is focused on a gorgeous and picturesque Napa Valley, California vineyard owned by the Kings, an aspirational African-American family whose wealth and status lands them on the pages of design magazines and society pages. The wine business has brought the family success and acclaim, but following the patriarch's sudden exit from the company, his three children must grapple with the reins of the kingdom to own their power, wealth, and legacy. Or in other words, it's a show about a sedity black family who may try to rob, cheat, and kill their way to the top. Now, as tempted as I was to compare this show to Empire and Our Kind of People, I resisted the urge and went into the experience with an open mind. So for the purposes of this review, I'm going to share with you the good, the bad, and the ugly of the Kings of Napa, as well as whether you should check it out or completely skip it. So without any further delay, let's jump right in. The episode kicks off with August King and her friends at a restaurant engaging in girl talk. They do some wine tasting at the restaurant, and one of August's friends lets us as the audience know that her family owns a winery. August loves the wine and inquires about it. After leaving the restaurant, August calls her brother Christian, her other brother Dana, and her mother with the idea of having a family dinner so that she can present an idea for the company. The family members agree. Prior to the start of the dinner, we learn some of the character traits for the family members. August is a go-getter and a risk-taker, Christian is a laid-back playboy type, and Dana is the brains of the operation. So we get to the King family compound, and we get to meet Cousin Bridget as well as Father King, aka Clay Davis from The Wire. We get to see some slight character development during this time, and we ultimately get to the family dinner, where ironically, the family mentions visiting Martha's Vineyard as well as going to the Oaks Bluff house. August shares her proposal for adding a dessert wine to the family business, and that causes some tension between August and Dana, which causes Father King to get worked up and have a heart attack and die. So this is one of the most shocking parts of the episode, because Isaiah Whitlock is arguably one of the most recognizable actors on the show, and he was killed off within 15 minutes. But at his funeral, the family really doesn't seem to be overly as emotional as you would think at a family member's funeral. But then again, people grieve in their own ways. So after the funeral, we get to the reading of the will. Every family member gets something, but when it comes to who will be the head of the company, Father King puts August in charge of the company, to the dismay of Dana. Before they can really debate on who should run the company, who is the sister of Mother King and the mother of Cousin Bridget, comes in and tells everyone that she loaned Father King $10 million and she wants it back. She also shares that Cousin Bridget is really Father King's child. Mother King tells Melanie to leave, and Melanie vows to have her lawyer handle the matter. And ironically, her lawyer is August's ex-fiance. So we get to the family meeting with the lawyer, and August offers Melanie and Bridget a settlement. Mother King refuses the counterterms of the settlement, and more drama ensues. The entire family then meets up at lunch to discuss another settlement, and Mel lets the family know that Mother King cheated on Father King years ago. He found out about it, and he cheated with Melanie several times. Mother King gets angry and leaves the restaurant. Melanie warns August to watch her back because Father King had many demons. The episode ends with August getting a call from an anonymous person asking her to keep up with the father's payments. So here's what I thought about the episode. The acting is average. The production is okay. There were some funny moments here and there, but the story is crazy as hell. Comparing it to Our Kind of People is insulting and considered blasphemous. If I had to compare it to anything, I would say that the show is more so a cross between Empire and The Oval. The over-the-top antics and drama will definitely be appealing to some fans, but overall it's pretty entertaining. As for me, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'll give the episode a 6. There were some obvious flaws, and this was the pilot episode, but I expect great things to come for this show. Well folks, this marks the end of the review. In a few minutes I'll be watching the new episode of Our Kind of People and starting on that review. So if you like my content and you want to show some love, then feel free to hit the like button, subscribe, or hit the bell notification. Until next time, stay tuned and stay safe. Peace.